You guys, it's Thursday. Come on, get your drink, get your snacks. Come on, you already know what time it is. It's time for Talk It Up Thursdays. What's up, YouTube? You already know who it is. It's your girl Tierra, and I'm back once again, guys, with another video. And today is part 2 of the sibling edition of Talk It Up Thursday. So if you guys haven't already watched part 1 of the sibling edition of Talk It Up Thursday, please be sure to watch part 1 and then come back for part 2. This one should get a little bit intense, and I'm gonna try not to cry. Okay, so let's get straight into it. You guys, so I'm gonna start with the first one. I kind of like the live interviews better than I did the screenshots, but I'm gonna start with Lisa McFarland, also known as Lisa on Facebook. I asked her, did she grow up in the same household as her siblings, and how did that affect their relationship? So let's get into her answer. Not all of them. Some of them are good. Could be better. Others I would love to be closer to. Thank you, Lisa, for your response to this question. Thanks for participating too as well. So with that answer, I definitely feel the exact same way. I feel like I wish I was closer to my siblings too as well. And it sucks that not all of us live together and not all of us see each other as often and as frequent. So yeah, I can definitely vibe with that. All right, let's get into Darisha's answer. Gang. Her name is Alea whatever. It's Alea on Facebook. So I asked her the same question, and her answer was, yes, I did. I think it caused us to form a bond that can't be broken. We may not talk every day, but if the other is in trouble, we form like Optimus Prime. I love that answer. Thanks for the humor. Thanks for your creativity. Thanks for your honesty. So when it comes down to this answer, I like the fact that they're close. They defend each other. They have each other's back. They're always there for each other. So that's a definite good, positive outlook when it comes to living with your siblings and having a tight bond. All right, so I got my macaroni and cheese here, and I also got me a biscuit. So we're gonna get into the intense part of the questions. My brother's is just based off of memory because he did it in a phone call because he wanted to be as thorough as possible with his answer. So I basically took notes. That's what I have right here that I'm looking on. I basically took notes on everything that he said, and I remember a lot of what he said, and it triggered some emotions. So I'm gonna save the best for last. So start with Monet. That's my middle sister. Now we're going to get into my siblings and our relationship, our personal relationship. You guys, I'm letting you into my personal life, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in and supporting me and supporting everything that I do. So please don't take these vlogs lightly because I'm shedding a little bit of light into this vlog. So I'm going to get into Monet's answer. I asked her the same questions, and this is my middle sister. She said no, and it put a huge gap between us to bond as we should. I definitely feel that. When I get into my older sister's answer, you guys are going to understand where I'm coming from. But with this answer, it definitely bridged a huge gap. My sisters are on my dad's side. So my dad got married one time before my mom and had 2 daughters. And these are my 2 oldest sisters. And they moved to North Carolina, and then they later moved to South Carolina. So I never got to see them. I might have seen them maybe... I can count on one hand how many times I've actually seen them. One hand. Let's get into my sister's, my other sister's answer. Her name is Carrie. This is basically my sister's answer, and I will be reading it to you guys. Yes and no. Me and Monet grew up together, and that made us close because even if we didn't have friends, we had each other. And she's the only person that can take me from 0 to 100 in 1 second. We did not grow up with you, and I feel like that has put a dent in our relationship. Even though growing up, coming to VA every summer, the first thing we would always ask was to see you. It took a turn once we moved to South Carolina because it was harder to come and visit because it would cost more money. And we grew up not talking to you on the phone, and it just became a habit. And that's a habit that is hard for me to break because I'm so used to not communicating with you and saving all of that for when we would see each other. But because we are older and we all have bills and we're not making enough money, we're not able to see each other. So it's just a cycle of non-communication and just likes on Facebook and not really bonding like we really want to. And I take full responsibility on that because I can definitely call you and talk to you, but I just get so distracted, and it's not an excuse. I feel bad as the older sister because I feel like it's my responsibility to fix that, and I'm falling short, and I'm failing horribly. She says, and I love you just as much as I love my Monet. If you want to call me crying, saying that you need me, saying that you need help, I will kill whoever it was that I needed to kill for you. I would help you out with whatever it is that you needed help with. My love with you isn't less because we didn't spend time with you or talk. All right, I'm going to get into me and my brother's conversation. He called me last week, and this was his response. Did you grow up with your siblings? 2 of them, but not me. All right, so how does that affect your relationship? It affect our relationship because, all right, me and my brother, we saw each other every 2 weeks for like 10 plus years. So growing up, I didn't know him. I didn't know anything about him until I got a little bit older, probably around, I don't know, till I got a little bit older. And then he started coming around every 2 weeks. And then after he came around every 2 weeks, it was only during certain holidays. But we feel like the separation caused us to come closer because whereas he grew up with his other 2 siblings, he's not as close to them as he is with me. Not because he doesn't try. It's just because, you know what I'm saying, they don't really like talking on the phone, things of that nature. They don't really talk and communicate as much. But for me, I want to talk to my brother. I want to talk to my siblings. And guess why? Because when I was younger, all I ever wanted was my siblings to be around. I never understood why my 2 sisters weren't around. My 2 sisters weren't around because they had a mom. They live in South Carolina, and they lived too far. Like, they didn't have the funds to come up here all the time. And their mother was married. So, you know what I'm saying? They didn't come up here. But me growing up as a kid, I just thought they didn't love me anymore. Like, they didn't love me. They didn't like seeing me. They hated me. And they didn't like our dad. So, hey, they don't want to come up here no more. They didn't ask to come up here. They don't want to come up here anymore. I feel like if you want to come see somebody, it should be no way in the world that your family don't help you with trying to come see. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay for a hotel room or whatever. You stand up here. You just got to pay for the travel to get up here. Save all year round so you could do this every single year. That's it. And that's all I ever wanted was a summer with my siblings. I didn't grow up with my brother. We got into a deep conversation as to why. I never knew why I didn't grow up with my brother until I got older, past 16. And that hurt because I'm like, why doesn't my brother come around no more? And there's some chain of events as to why he didn't come around anymore. And I'm just like, okay, so this is what happened and y'all want to keep that from me? Like, all these family secrets, bro. But like, we got to get rid of these family secrets because it's hurting families. And a lot of stuff that happened years ago is affecting what we got going on now, and it should not. Like, it should not. Like, you don't like this side of the family because it's something that somebody else did 20 years ago, and y'all keeping kids and everybody else away from their cousins, their sisters, their half siblings, and people that's really supposed to be close to them. It's spread apart because of something that don't even got nothing to do with them. Like, I feel like if families came together more, like, our family is separated now. It's all split up. But if our family came together more like we should and like how we supposed to, nobody should be struggling. Black families got to get it together. Nobody should be struggling. Nobody should be down and out. Nobody should be doing none of this stuff. We should not be angry towards each other for what? What's hurting you right now? Like, what's stabbing you right now? Like, what's killing you, bro? Let me know, because it's a lot easier to live happy than it is to live mad. And you waking up mad for what? You gossiping and talking about what? What does that have to do with why we can't see our siblings? Or why we can't be together? Why we can't communicate and fellowship together? Why? We can all have a good time. Let that animosity go and learn to be happy and positive so that you can have a better future, because bad karma, I'm telling you, karma comes back around. And when you're a better person and a more positive person, your lifestyle and your life is nothing but positivity, because it can't go nowhere but up. So when it comes to your siblings, all I ever wanted was my siblings to be there because I needed somebody to save me from my reality. And when I had that, when I did see them, I had that for a split second and it was taken. That's how I felt about it. I felt like I had them and I was happy to have them. And then, you know what I'm saying, those people were my happiness because I didn't have nobody. I didn't have nobody that was even nearly close to my age. Nobody younger to even talk to for a while until I got older. And I needed that to save me from my reality because my reality was bad. And then it just felt like it was always ripped away from me because as soon as I got used to them staying, as soon as I got comfortable with them staying, it was like it was time for them to go. And it was just like, I need a little bit more. I needed a little bit more. every weekend with my brother, I needed just a little bit more. That one summer with my sisters, I just needed a little bit more. I just saw my sisters probably not too long ago because their mother passed away. Just need a little bit more time. Just a little longer hug. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I didn't have that. And all I ever wanted was to have a best friend and my siblings. And I don't have that. I have that in my brother. But you know, people get married. Their lives move on. You know what I'm saying? So you can only talk to them as much as, you know, time allows. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, yo, I can go next door to my brother's house. Or I can just go drive down to my brother's house. I'm going to go see him soon. But it's not the same, you know what I'm saying? And I can't talk to my sisters because it's like our lives are so different. And I try and it just sucks because I can't, because all I ever wanted was somebody to save me from my reality. All I ever needed was somebody to save me from my reality, bro. And I have that in Allie. That's all I got. And it's crazy because that's why my song 10.5 Reasons Why means the absolute most to me, because if you listen to it and if you don't just listen to the words but go deeper inside of the words, you will understand so much more than what is actually being said, bro. That's all I ever needed, bro, was somebody to help me escape from my reality. And I feel like with this series, doing the siblings series on Talk It Up Thursday, it was everything. It was everything to me because I actually needed to get this off my chest, and I needed them to see it. You know what I'm saying? And to my sister Skylar, I'm happy that she's in my life. She married my brother. Gang, gang, gang. So I'm happy that she's in our life, and I'm happy that my brother chose you because you make him happy. You make him better than anything. And I see a different side of Delonte than I ever did. So with her, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a tight bond or anything because she's not really, I mean, she's my brother's wife, you know what I'm saying? She's not mine, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? She's cool and she's really sweet and she's an amazing person. And I don't consider her anything less than a sister. But thanks you guys for tuning in to this video and Talk It Up Thursday. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also be sure to like this video up and every other video that you like. And also be sure to turn your post notifications on because you do not want to miss a single video. And if you guys want to see another series and another chain of events, there's another really great topic that's coming up next week for Talk It Up Thursday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, you guys, I love you. And stay blessed, stay safe, and be careful. And as always, I love you guys. Bye.